And today I have a special guest, Big
What's up?
John, with me.
These are on rock, Kyle. Big John. What's up?
Yes, that's
Already.
right. Um, we're here. We're discussing things about how hard it is to own a shop
Yeah.
and the hardship to own a shop and so many difficulties uh, shop owners have to face when it comes to repairing trucks and maintaining these newer trucks. Are problems. It's pretty hard, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Also keeping up with the new technology. It's always changing. Trying to keep up with that also. Customers, lot of variables. Very lot tough.
Yes. Well, I mean, many people doesn't understand sometimes. Then owning a shop is not just to charge money.
No, it's more
Yeah,
listen. It's
yeah.
not
A lot of people
no.
think that charging money is just the only thing we have to do as a shop owners. But in reality, one major problem of owning a shop is warranties.
Man,
Hey,
yeah.
warranties.
People will call you for anything. You worked on this system, they have an issue with this system, they calling you because you're the last person that worked on it. So in order to keep that relationship, you gotta, hey, what can I do for you? You can't just be like, oh, well, that wasn't my problem. I didn't do that. You still, okay, what can I do to help? And that's the main thing I tell my clients, what I charge, what I charge. It's not about, I charge it for a reason, not for the job, but if anything happens, you got somebody reliable, you can call back that's gonna help you. So that's what it's about, that communication after the repair is done. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, exactly. There is so many things. Then we, as shop owners, we have to take care in its reputation of the shop,
reputation, yeah,
good warranties,
warranty,
and
yeah,
a good job. Um, I think the hardest part to keep is the
yeah,
reputation of the
that's
shop,
man, yeah,
because you can be a good mechanic and you can give good warranties, but if you don't have what it takes to talk to customers, you're still gonna be having problems with with your reputation. So that's the reason why it's very good to have communication, as you were
yeah,
saying. So
yeah,
communication is very important. It's something that we have to practice as a shop owner. Sometimes, I'm telling you, being honest to you, sometimes I don't really want to deal with some people. Yeah,
Because
really.
people, they'll try to get over. Like, listen, there are different kinds of clients. You got them clients that you can talk to, and you can try to break it down to the problem what's going on, and you like, I'm here to help. And you got them certain clients that no matter what you do, it's always gonna be a problem. No matter what you do, you can do it for free, and it's still gonna be a problem. I'm telling you, it's still gonna
Exactly.
be a problem.
Yeah,
So,
yes. So that is a very important topic. Then I believe that many shops have problems with. Um, it doesn't matter what you do if a person of a client doesn't understand how to receive the help, they're still gonna complain about it.
complain.
Um, I believe then the best way to keep your shop with your reputation is simply just let them do whatever they want to you at some
Nah.
point. At some point. Okay, I'm not saying like completely, because the things like they are always gonna complain about things. I had customers for myself, right? I had customers coming here and they're telling me, hey, you know what? I want to repair this. I want to repair that, and I tell them, you know what? Is this is going to be around like $2,500 to repair it?
Hmm.
And they say, okay, let's do it. Let's do the repair. And then when we are done with the repair, they're like, hey, well, you didn't tell me how much it's going to be.
Oh no,
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
play
like,
them games. Don't
hey,
play them
hey, I mean, like,
games.
that's not the way to be. I mean, like,
Nah.
I say, like, okay, if I didn't tell you how much I was going to charge you, I'll be okay, but if I tell you how much it's going to be and I maintain my word and it's going to be around 2,500, it maybe went a little over, maybe like 2,600, right? Or
Right.
maybe a little lower, maybe 2,400, and they still complain about it. So what we can do, right, as a shop owner, what will you do if that's the case?
Honestly, all I can do is try to reiterate what I said. Have some kind of proof. Me showing. I like to text
Yeah, exactly.
messages or some kind of repair bill where, hey, you signed to do this. We got a communication that you agreed to
Yeah,
do it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
exactly.
a lot of people, they'll try to get over on you. They'll have you doing all this work and they'll say, oh well, but not listen. Not all clients are like that. Now, because I have mostly good clients. All my clients cool, but you had that one particular kind of client, they'll try to get over on you. So on that one, I say, what kind of proof I can show you that we had this conversation? So hopefully it's a text message. It's some kind of something in writing that I had you sign where you can't deny it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, I got one situation with a customer. Then I actually called the customer and I told him, hey, you know what? We're gonna do this repair. This is going to be this much. And I never did any type of documentation, any paper or any text message or nothing.
Mhm.
So I just said it verbally. So the client came back. I charged him, which was good because I did charge him before he started complaining.
Right.
Yeah, and then after that he was saying like I didn't say anything about how much it was going to be. So it was a big deal trying to convince him. Then I told him, and he was saying then I didn't say anything, which I actually told him every single detail of the repair I was going to do.
Yeah.
But it's pretty hard sometimes. That's the reason why I agree with you that you have to. I mean, it takes more time as a shop owner. Like a client comes, you have to do a estimate, a written estimate on how much this is going to cost, right? And it's going to take like 5 to 10 minutes of your time, and maybe we can be busy at that moment, and we need those 10 minutes to repair another truck.
Right, yeah.
But that's the only security we can provide when it comes to things like that.
Yeah, with that, I know if all my clients, I'm gonna try my best to accommodate any kind of situation. But at the point, I know if I did my job, I did everything, and I know I'm doing good business. I just take the loss to a certain degree because I know that another shop is not gonna care that much. They're gonna give it to them. They're gonna give it to them all the time. And my thing is, I know if I did my job, and I got good clients, so I know if it don't work out, I know it was that client. I'm sorry. I know if I didn't do it, I know I do good. I do fair, straight business, and I feel like if we can't come to agreement, to work it out, I feel like it's their loss. Cause I know I had to be like, hey, it's your loss. Cause I know I'm doing good work. Like put it like this. Over the longevity, if you known for doing the same thing, it's gonna follow you. If you known for doing good business, you know, hey,
yeah,
I just let them go, man. If I can't please, I know I didn't prepare it. I did the right way. The charge fell within line with it's to be charged, not fix your issue.
yeah,
Well, you know.
yeah. It's super hard. You know, you can be good, but you can be perfect. You know, you can be perfect. So you can do everything you can possibly do, but it's pretty hard. Let me see. Someone from Canada says the Grumpy Trucker says in Canada we use trucks from Mexico without DEF emissions.
Okay, what about hey?
What about that?
Hey.
That's pretty cool. I mean, like emission system is, you know, being honest, I work with so many trucks with emissions, and most of them with problems. I don't any truck like that one. This one right here. This is a Peterbilt 579 with a Packard engine. Then already has emission problems. A 2023 with 50,000 miles on it. So that's really bad.
I'm seeing a lot of new ones. Even on I can say on the GHG17s, the Detroits, the ones I say 17 and up, they having a lot of emission issues a whole lot quicker pertaining to NOx efficiency. A whole lot quicker now. I don't know if the one box is being made, I don't know, but I'm seeing a lot of problems come a whole lot early now.
It's because manufacturers, especially Detroit, Mercedes, right? They're trying to make these new emission systems to last 500,000 miles. Exactly 500,000 miles. Exactly 500. You will be lucky if you get a truck, a 2017 truck with 800,000 miles, and it has the original box. You will be lucky. That's super lucky, yes. But the thing is, like, they're trying to do that so they can enforce the emission to be clean, because, you know, as it gets older, emissions cannot be compensated as much when the components are new.
Right.
And exactly. And also, you know, it's business, because a component like that is worth around $12,000.
Yeah, one box,
yeah. So it's a good business. So, you know, it's the way it is, you know.
And the engineer, from being an engineer, I'm telling you, the engineers, like you saying, they calculate, we want this to go out at this time, so they're gonna manufacture it. They know specifically when it's gonna go out, so they can get that repeat client. And also, that's why all the bigger trucker companies, around 500,000 miles, they selling them.
Yeah, they sell. Yeah,
They selling
Yeah.
the trucks. They know what's gonna happen.
you don't see CRC trucks with 1 million miles.
Oh, no.
no, you don't see them. Most of the 1 million miles are owner operators, right?
Right.
So,
Correct.
and that's the reason why a lot of people don't get it. When you get a 1 million mile truck or a 500,000 mile truck, it's already being used. It's already being in a very intensive work that has been put into fatigue. Team drivers, 24/7 driving,
idling,
idling.
no APUs,
no APUs. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's pretty hard to buy a truck that hasn't been abused. You have to buy a brand new, and it's still like I got a customer that bought a 2016 KW T660 brand new from factory. It lasted 900,000 miles, and the engine head gasket went bad. The cylinder head gasket.
Okay.
It went bad. Just that.
Yeah.
So regardless of what you do, you're still gonna do some repairs. Of course, right? The engine is still running. We did replace the head gasket, and the engine is still running.
Okay.
So which is good. But the reason why it lasted that long is because he bought it brand new. But if you bought a truck that has already 400, 500,000 miles, it's already been used, abused most of the time, because these Cummins engines, they're pretty strong, but people like to destroy them because they're pretty strong.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but it is a situation that happens here with this truck ownership, and say hi. Hey, ¿quiere venir aquí? ¿Quiere venir? Ahí está, que venga.
Está en vivo en tu directo.
Ahí está en vivo, mira, está mandándole saludos a su amigo.
Saludos para Ricardo Aguilar. El paso.
Parece que sé más porque no te escucha muy bien, ¿A quién?
Para Ricardo Aguilar, hasta el estado de Utah. Saludos, viejo.
¿Ya se va?
Sí, ya vamos a trabajar.
¿A trabajar, vamos? Está bueno. ¿Cuál? El que está allá. Ok, está bien. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. So it's pretty hard to be, owning a shop, doing things the right way. It's pretty hard because sometimes people doesn't appreciate it, but that's the best way to do it.
Yeah. Also, the people that's working for you, getting competent, people that actually to listen. Your team, people that you had working up under you, that's a struggle to a certain degree. So that's why I'm glad I got the team I work with, getting great mechanics, the people that you can learn from each other, and y'all, stay focused on the main thing is the customer. It's kind of hard doing that, but the main thing is your crew. Having you a good crew, a reliable crew, will take you far. That's why I always treat my people I deal with, fair. How can we work? I never say nobody to work for me. We all work together, and that's,
Yes.
Work together.
Yeah, we have to improve ourselves little by little to maintain a good shop. I suppose then it is not about fixing problems. It's about learning from the problems.
Yeah, learning, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
learning because the situation happens in trucks. They always fail some way or another way, but that doesn't mean then the problem that you're gonna get in the future is gonna be exactly the same. It can vary, but that variation cannot be known until you are with the problem, with the situation. And learning from the problem may help to solve that problem a little easier, because your experience of knowing how to solve the other problem makes this problem a little easier.
Exactly. I agree with that. I agree.
It's pretty hard,
But yeah, like I say, people look at us and say, "Oh man, y'all know everything." No, I don't. Hey, when I don't know something, this the first guy I'm calling. So what I'm saying, you never know everything. You constantly learning. Constantly got to sharpen this skill, because as soon as you think you know it all, you're gonna find out real quick.
Yes.
You don't know nothing. So
yeah. Even me, I mean, like, I'm being honest with you. I mean,
man, you know everything.
No.
You gotta know everything.
No, I don't know anything. I mean, I don't know everything. Everything. No. The situation is sometimes I get trouble. So it have been cases then I have a truck for months, for 1 or 2 months, trying to fix a problem.
Yeah.
And have been cases then I have a problem, then I already know the solution, but the solution then I learned, it is not a solution for this truck. So I I spent a little more time trying to figure out the problem, and that's the reason why you have to learn, right? I mean, there is a situation where you understand the problem, but still it's a different solution than you are going to experience on this one. And also, these problems I couldn't fix, these problems that I couldn't fix, Yeah, I mean, I can say it. I mean, there's problems I couldn't fix, and I try my best to fix a problem, and it didn't work.
What about the problems that it's manufacturers problems, like problems that ain't a solution for it? It's just those kind of problem where it's not. You can call the dealership, you can ask them, and they don't even have a problem. Like it was engineered incorrectly.
Incorrectly.
Bad engineering.
Okay, exactly. That's what you're meaning. Exactly. So we have a problem like that. So it happened to the new DD13s back in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
It happened in brand new engines from factory. They were leaking coolant from the head. Yeah, leaking coolant from the head. They were leaking straight coolant from the head, and that was a defect from factory.
Where was it? You had to pull the pan down to see the leak, or was
it was leaking from the exterior of the engine.
Exterior. Oh, man.
Yeah, it wasn't leaking to the oil system. It was leaking to the outside of the engine.
On the outside galley, so you could just see it.
It was leaking. So it was brand new engines. It was defected components.
How was it? How did you figure? Like it is what it is.
It is what it is. You have to remove the cylinder head, and at the end, turns out that the cylinder head gasket they were using wasn't the right one. But see, the reason why they say the cylinder head gasket was not the right one is because they didn't want to engineer a new cylinder head for that. So they built a thicker cylinder head gasket so it can seal that area. Yeah, specifically for those years. After those years, 15, 16, they fixed the issue. But it was 14. It was leaking. I mean, brand new, 100 miles on it, and it was leaking coolant.
Problems of the shop, man.
Yeah.
Shop problems. How would you say, like cleanliness of the shop? How do you say that's a big thing? You think it's a big thing, like shop appearance? Like as far as keeping things organization. How you feel about that?
I believe that there is a point and you have to see a shop like a shop, right? I mean, in a shop there always have to be a mess. You have to have a mess in the shop somehow, like maybe some components on the side, a table full of parts, things like that. But there is a specific thing that I hate is to see oil on the floor. I hate seeing oil on the floor.
That's a pet peeve.
Yes, that's my pet peeve. If I see oil on the floor, then because the thing is, like, I work there, I can sleep, and it makes a mess. It looks like it makes me feel like there is pigs walking all over the place, because you can feel.
It goes scally, you step in it, and it's tracking stuff all over.
Yeah.
You use towels, or you like using the they call it oil dry.
Yeah, the oil of solvent. Yeah, that's what we use. I mean, like, because it's I mean, you cannot waste so much time doing this shit. So it is something that you have to pay attention. You have to be how you say, like, careful with what you do, and don't take much time, because everything is about time at the shop.
Right. Everything is time.
Yeah, everything is about time. So I suppose then at some point I think that it's okay if you want to keep the shop dirty at some point, specific point, but also having a shop accessible is important, because I have go to shops. I don't know if you have the experience in going to different shops, then you cannot even walk, because you find a cooler, a radiator, an oil cooler over there, an engine on the side. So the whole path is full of things, and you cannot even like put your steps on, because you're gonna break them. So I mean, okay, what you wanna do? I mean, you have to find your way through the shop, and I hate those shops. I hate those too. Let's see if we have any comments. I saw some comments. The best, show love. Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Saludos, Francisco, desde Amarillo, Texas. Muy buenos consejos. Muchas gracias por su ayuda. Muchas gracias a Benjamín Rodríguez. Happy Thanksgiving para Joaquín Corso. Francisco TJ Express LLC says, can you give us a video about the Navistar A26?
Man,
What do you think about that?
well,
What do you think about the A26?
man, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk on too much on it. I just started getting calls for them, dealing with emissions issues. So on the mechanical end, I can't tell you. I know on the DEF end, I'm hearing the same stuff. SCR NOx efficiency, blah blah blah. DEF quality stuff, a lot of DEF quality stuff. But on the engine wise, on the A26, I'm not even acting like I know about it. So you know a little bit more about it.
I'm pretty much on the same page with you. I mean, the thing is, like, there's not many trucks, there is not many A26s, and whoever has a A26 doesn't want to pay for the spares. I mean, it's pretty expensive. Everything, you know, international Navistar is not. It isn't a cheap brand. It is a very expensive brand. Every component is expensive, and there is not many trucks after all. I mean, there is, but with the people I work, the majority they have DD15s or Cummins, and some of them will have Packards and Volvo. But Volvo is more common now than Packard. So
I love. I take a Volvo Mac just like that for them Packards. The older Packards, I say, what did you say? I say like 16 and down or 15 and down. But when you start getting to the newer Packards, like 18, 19, just depend on what it is, man. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta, you know.
I think the most complicated part of Packards for me is then everything has to be with the software, and the software has to be connected to the internet, which makes so hard. You know?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
The server, this one. Yeah, to change the speed on change the speed, you gotta have David, or then you gotta have a server in order to do it. So it's a headache.
Yeah,
man.
You cannot change the speed. I mean, that's because you can be in the middle of nowhere, right? You have no service, and the truck is having a problem. What you wanna do?
Can't do nothing. Can't do nothing.
Yeah, you have to tow the truck no matter what. You know. Yeah. So I don't think then that situation works. Of course, it works for the manufacturer because every single person that wants to do something to the truck has to go through them. Has to go through them. They're forced to go through them. But that also keeps people away because that's like I don't want to deal with this situation because it's so hard. I prefer something common like Cummins, Detroit. Even Volvo doesn't give you. Volvo is still like a little strict, but they give you so many different features.
I got a problem with Volvo. I love Volvo. I love Tech2 software Volvo.
Let's see.
Kind of slow, but you know.
Ahmed, you sent me a kiss. Thank you. Keep up. See, he sent me a kiss.
Okay. He sent you what?
Yeah, he said, love you. Send me a kiss. Okay. We're on different times now, so it's okay. Thank you, Francisco, for your videos. I have a problem losing power. 2015.
Everything, no one yet. No DPL. So are you tuned? Think he tuned. Think he deleted. Said no DPL. Man, on them 15s, now I'm gonna tell you, man, them 15s, the weight loss, delete, whatever you want to say, it really depends on if certain things were done properly, whatever, like on your emissions, like your filters, blah, 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 EGR stuff, blah, blah, blah. Also, I'm seeing a lot of different calibrations for the MCMs. But yeah, for that year, it just caught my eye when he said 15s. The 15s with the asymmetric,
asymmetrical turbo.
The asymmetric turbo and the compound turbos. I see the 15s with the compound turbos, once they've been tuned, if you don't have the right MCM file, then I've heard like issues you having as far as low power. But that's if it's even on that end. It could be like boost leaks. It could be, it could be. I'll let you talk.
No, it's fine. You continue.
I mean, it could be a lot. As long as it's not the mechanical end of it, like the regular, the CAC stuff and all that kind of stuff. It is not the turbo and all that. Then you probably want to go to tuner, depending on what codes it's throwing. That's what I see.
Exactly.
What kind of codes it's throwing. That'll give you a good insight on helping you. But still, though, it's something you can fix, man. It ain't that serious.
Yeah, should I add 2 turbos?
Should I add? Do it. No, bro. No.
Because Detroit, I don't think so. It will break.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cylinder liner or the piston ring will break. I don't think so. Let's see, Francisco. Accent reminds me to to Manny from Scarface.
Manny from
Okay.
Which one was Manny? Which one was Manny?
I don't know who's Manny, but
I know.
okay, I sound like a movie actor now. So thank you,
Yes.
Second class.
You just
Yes, you deserve to learn.
no
you said
power up here.
10.
No power up here. Make sure the SCR. Make sure the SCR. Check the SCR, man. Check the SCR.
Well, I mean, like there is many things when it comes to you, Ahmed. There is many things that can go bad when you have no power. It sometimes cannot be just related to the DPF,
Right.
but it's pretty hard to fix problems like that, especially when the truck has been in many mechanics.
Yeah. I hate that.
Yeah.
Listen, this is whole topic by itself. When I get calls and people say, "Well, I took it to this guy, and this guy did this, and then that guy did this, and that guy did this." So you got to go through and kind of like and just try to figure out, okay, when they did this, how that could have fixed it. When they did this, how, and then you just left with trying to redo everything, man. So
Yeah,
but somebody got to do it.
It is pretty hard. So I would say then for you, Ahmed, it will be how you say, like the best way is to see the truck and see what it does, and then from there we need to see, especially if you don't get any faults, it's pretty hard, because I have trucks then give problems with no power, and sometimes can be the EGR then it sticks open, because most of the time when the system is deleted, the EGR sticks open, and that's when it starts losing power. It can be then the injectors cannot be applying the right fuel to the combustion, or also it can be a boost leak, as he was saying. But
I done had a situation where a truck had been tuned by somebody, whatever, and they brought it to me to try to help fix them, and like went through everything, and you know what it was, man? Air filter.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Air filter would do that. So yeah,
it happens. I believe it. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, no power. What else? Only uphill. Manny, West Tony, Montana.
Oh my bad. I didn't know. He the one that got killed though. He killed him though. He killed him, man. Messing with his sister. He killed him.
Yeah, new air filter. He says.
Really good, hey man.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't know a lot, right? Compared to a computer. A computer knows everything about things, right? But I would say then your problem then you have is pretty hard to solve. It is possible to solve it, but it will require a lot of time and money and a lot of downtime for you. You have to.
Don't say the D word. Don't say downtime.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, like there is no way to fix problems that haven't been able to fix in months, right? Yeah. So and you expect me to go over here and fix it? Well, if I know a solution, I will fix it right away. I mean, like no problem. But if I don't know a solution, I have to research. Yeah.
I agree. I try to tell my clients if it's one I don't know, I tell them like, listen, I need you to leave it here for a while so I can take my time. You won't get fixed. Well, try me to get my best at it. You gotta have time, man. Time to go through. They be like, well, when can I get it back? I don't know.
Yeah, some people. I mean, I get it. You know, I mean, especially nowadays, it's pretty hard. Situation is super tough.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean then we can fix things right away. I mean, see, we have a bunch of trucks here. Yeah, we have. Let me see the camera. Okay, yeah, we have a bunch of trucks here, and they all need repairs. And of course, right, we cannot just come and fix all the trucks magically, right?
No.
We need to do one by one, and some of them have major problems, some of them have very small problems, right? And depending on the problem, of course, right? For example, I mean, a lot of people come to my shop and say like, oh yeah, I want my truck ready tomorrow, and you want the clutch to be replaced. I mean, it's not gonna be ready tomorrow, especially you come around this time. It's around like 3. So
3 o'clock.
Yeah. So we need a little more time for that, especially if you have an aromatic or you have a special equipment like a PTO or something like that. We need more time for that. So that's why I tell people. I mean, if you really want to repair your truck, you need to have time. That's one of the things. That's more important thing. And another, be ready for the build, because nowadays everything is very expensive. Yeah.
Man, I had them clients, man. As long as it's running, it ain't no problem with it. You just fix it. Go
Yeah,
ahead and pay.
We all like those clients. We all.
I
I
that.
like those clients. I mean,
But real, honestly, I bet you got a lot more good clients than clients that give you hassle.
there's like maybe like 3 clients and give me a hassle.
Only thing, but yeah, you got thousands of clients,
Yeah.
but you got 3.
Yeah, I got 3 then.
So it's all
Yeah,
right.
there is specific clients, and they wanna be calling me at middle of the night
Oh, no,
just to ask me, hey, you know what? My truck's giving me this issue. What should I do?
Oh,
But I'm
my
still driving. I mean, so what do you want me to do?
Is it driving? Are you on the side of the road? Keep on driving. Bring it to me tomorrow.
Oh yeah, hey, it's raining. Are the computer still open?
Yeah, let me go.
Yeah. All right. So that's what we're talking about. Is starting to a sprinkle here. So we're gonna go to the shop right here so we don't get wet. Well, I mean, like as I say, this is the situation. Let me see if we have other now talking money agree. Okay, the specialist. Okay. All right, so that's what I was saying about owning a shop is not so easy. And you guys, when I come to my shop, there's the description on every video where is the location of the shop. That's another thing that probably you guys are wondering about. You guys can see that I'm located in Fontana. But anyway, it is something very hard to do, owning a shop, giving a good service, running with problems, and also keeping the good reputation with the shop. But here, we're going to show you one of the things, and we have problems here at the shop, so you can get the idea. Let me turn this one. Oh, no, right here. All right. So we have here this turbo, then it's stuck, doesn't rotate. See, it moves, but it's very hard to move. These are situations that happen to trucks, regardless of what year they are or the mileage they have. This is going to be bad, and this is around $2,000. If you know about it, they're very expensive. Turbos are expensive. We have a couple computers that went bad too. These computers are also supposed to go bad for no reason, and just put it inside put it inside. Let's take this. Get that. Okay. Isaiah. Okay. Yeah, we have some. What do you know about now that we're here at the shop and I'm talking about the ECUs? What do you know about ECUs going bad?
ACM. Let's see a lot of ACMs go out after it's not ACM. It's ACM.
Yeah, it's ACM. Yeah.
It's ACM. On these right here, ACM on these Detroits, I see a lot of communication issues with them. It'd be a wiring harness. Suddenly, I do see whole ACMs going out. And also, guys, when you get a new ACM, MCM, CPC, whatever you're doing, the actual dealership has to flash it to their VIN. I get a lot of people just want to replace the ACM. They find it online somewhere and they bring it to me. And I'm like, sir, you got to get this flash with the right to that VIN, and then we can do whatever. But that's the main thing I want to say. But going out, I usually see them go out. MCMs, ACMs go out maybe 10 years, 10, I'd say 10 to 14, whatever. It'll be in a minute. It'll be in a minute issue. Something you can't never fix. And and a lot of times it'll be the MCM or the ACM or something like that.
So recently I had an issue, right? There is that Cascadia there. That one there. Let me switch it there. That's a 126. Oh, yeah, right. That one right there. The 126 Cascadia right there. That one had the issue. Then it didn't want to start. So that's a very, very interesting thing. I mean, like a lot of people think that when you have the problem, then the truck doesn't start, doesn't do anything. A lot of people think start going bad.
No,
engine is stuck in position. CPC goes bad, and so many things like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So Yeah, I mean, the truck went bad. The customer came and said, you know what, my truck doesn't start anymore. It did couple times, and after that, it doesn't do anything. You turn the ignition, crank it over, and it doesn't do absolutely nothing.
Mm.
So it came and I started shaking. I was like, okay, we have communication with every single module. Every single module is communicating, which is good, a good sign, right?
Right.
So I was like, okay, what it can be? Start shaking the starter. Starter has the ability to move the truck, I mean the engine, so it's good. Interestingly, I was getting the code about the starter being shorted.
Okay.
Starter being shorted. So I was like,
Sure.
okay, that's a common problem, you know, the starter
yeah,
cable,
bump, yeah,
you know, it's
Yeah.
like somewhere damaged. Okay. I went and checked all the wiring from the starter to the computer, no damage at all.
Okay. Yeah.
So what do you think that could be? If you have an idea, like, I mean, it doesn't have the exact answer, right?
First, I would see where our signals have to be seen in order for it to start. How like what has to be engaged? It was automatic or manual?
Yeah, automatic.
It was automatic. So I would see what does the computer have to see in order to start first. That's what I see. What does the computer? That's how I would look at it. What does the computer? What does the CPC? Whatever have to see first in order for it to engage.
So I'll give you the details, right, on how that one works, because so that way you can think on what will be the issue. I would say the system of the 126 Cascade was like this. You have the key, the ignition key. The ignition key goes to the SAM. The SAM goes to the CPC,
right.
and the CPC sends back to the SAM, and then goes back to the MCM, and the MCM goes to the starter.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
So you see how it start. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey.
It is many components.
Right.
Yeah, it is not just the people think that it's just the ignition and then straight to the starter. No, it's not like that anymore.
So what?
It's surprisingly was the MCM.
It was the whole MCM was bad.
It's very rare when the MCM was bad. It's very rare.
What year was it?
17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a new. I would have never thought that, man.
Yeah.
Did you just switch it out? Say, throw another MCM on it.
Yeah, I mean, like, Krista, she is my wife. Okay, Krista is my wife. Or anybody that is here, she's my wife. Okay.
Oh, that's your wife.
Yeah, Krista has her. She's my wife. Yes, that was it's very interesting because usually all the problems I have seen myself about the same issue doesn't start. Everything is good, but it doesn't start. So on aromatics specifically, the starter goes bad. The starter is the number one, and then the second one is the line that goes from the computer to the starter. That's the second most common.
The MCM to the starter.
The MCM to the starter. Okay. That's the most common issue. But then in this one was the MCM itself, the one that went bad.
So you just I'm throwing MCM on to see what happened, or you just
I was trying to figure out the problem. I'll let you know. I'll let you know how I did. Okay, because it's not like you immediately gonna go to the MCM immediately, right?
No, you're right. Nah.
Yeah. So I went. I was working in the truck, and I was like looking for the faults and everything. I was like, it's so weird why I'm getting a starter problem with the MCM. So I started to investigate with the starter, trying to see if the starter cranks the engine. It does. Trying to see if I'm getting signal from the starter. So on the starter cable, the one that comes from the NCM, you're gonna have 3 to 5 volts, depending on the years. Olders they get 5, newer they get 3 volts. So you're gonna have 3 volts with no power at all, just like by the ignition on, and that's it. You're gonna have 3 volts right there. And once you get the 3 volts, you turn the ignition on. And once you get the ignition on, you're gonna have 12 volts.
Okay.
So if you are not getting either of that, that means that the cable is broken somewhere. But I was getting the 3 volts, but I was not getting enough power to start the engine. So I was getting like 5 to 7 volts.
So the output was.
Yes. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe the wiring, because that's a wiring problem as well. It can be, damaged somewhere and it's not letting the flow of electricity,
Correct.
So then I was like, okay, look, let me go under the vehicle and start checking the cables and everything. Is any damage? No damage. And I was like, okay, now there is another thing. The pin 21, the pin 19, and the 21, those are the pins that then have the starter signals. The 19, the starter signal from the SAM cabin, and the 21, the one then goes to the starter itself. So I was like, okay, let me unplug the computer to see what's going on. And when I was going to unplug the computer was hot, like super hot. Like to touch it, I was like, whoa, that's not normal. I mean, like, and I was like, okay, so that is the problem, the computer. And I was like, okay, let me try and see the computer, and then the engine started.
Okay.
So that's how I figured out the problem, right? It was not like I was just going straight and say like the computer is the problem. No. I had to do something to figure it out, you know?
Right.
Yes.
So now I know. I
Yeah.
don't know. And I never would have expected it on like a 17. I thought it'd been like older, like an 11 or 12, something with some years
Yeah.
on it. You know, 17, that ain't, you know.
Yeah, it's a 17. I mean, like it happened, but now the engine starts and everything. Of course, the computer that we have is not a computer that we can have it on it because we bought it for another truck. I mean, we don't have a computer for this truck, and the owner doesn't have the money to buy a new computer. But that's his problem now. So I don't know what we're gonna do. You know?
What do you say how much those are? I know CPC. I don't know what they are now, but they was a little expensive. How much do you think an MCM would cost? Like I don't know.
Like right now it's like 1,500.
15. Okay.
Yeah, 15. Depending because some dealers are like scavenging from people, so it's probably gonna be like $18 to $2,000.
Yeah.
But usually here in Fontana they're 1,500. If you don't have an account, probably you're gonna be paying 1,700 with taxes. Probably.
Then you gotta get a flash. That's 400. They got a flash. So,
yeah. Let me see if we have more comments here. No ship, I learned a lot from you, really. Okay, thank you.
that's good.
Yeah, we're here to teach. I mean, like we are not going to teach you everything, to be honest, right?
I don't know.
And I won't be teaching you everything because then you're gonna be my kid. yeah, for real. I mean, like I want to teach you whatever is necessary for you to learn. See, use 1750. Oh, that you're talking about computers. Okay, yeah, you're talking about computers.
Yeah,
use one. Yeah, 750. Use one. eBay probably.
eBay.
What do you think about eBay when it comes to my computer?
I don't buy electric components off eBay. I just not saying that you can't, but I like to have a warranty with it. I like to be able to, if it don't work, ain't no issues. I'm just a big thing on buying electrical used stuff off of eBay. I mean, not saying that you can't. I don't have any experience with doing it.
You know, it happened. Now that you mentioned that, like warranty, it happened to me. Then I have bought brand new ECMs from the dealer, and they're bad.
I ain't never did that.
Yeah, it happened to me a couple of times already. Brand new ones. I mean, they're no brand new ones. They're premium factor. NCMs, not CPCs. CPCs are okay most of the time, but NCMs, yes.
What they want to start? Or you got
different cuts. Different cuts. Yeah, I have a high NCM. Then the NCM came. I mean, the problem with the NCM was then one of the pins was bad. It was broken because corrosion went in, water went in, and
it was a refurbished.
No, it was the computer was on the truck, right? The old computer, right? So the old computer was in the truck, and the water went in, and it was tearing codes about no communication with the CPC and all that. So we replaced. Yeah, we replaced the MCM because we opened the NCM and there was a corrosion on the pin. Okay, yeah, pretty simple repair. Okay, we swapped the NCM, and when we got the new NCM, we have EGR codes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All EGR code didn't go away, and it happened to be then we weren't getting the 12-volt signal from the computer.
Oh, okay.
The 12-volt exactly. We were getting everything else except for the 12-volt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a brand new computer. I mean, it was from the factory anyway, but still brand new, you know.
Usually I had that when I go like the AutoZone or something different with cars. I ain't never seen that with.
No, it happens, you know. That's why I tell a lot of people. I mean, like you have to believe sometimes, and it happens. And I also have the experience too. Then we bought a brand new EGR actuator, and it was bad. Actuator, yes. It was bad. It was bad from we had to install an old one that was tossed away somewhere, and it was functional. And the newer one that we bought from the factory wasn't working. It happens, you know. It happens. So it can happen to you too. So if you have a truck or something, a component, and you bought brand new, and you're getting problems, I mean, sometimes that happens. So sometimes you have to believe. Sometimes it doesn't happen like that, but you know, it can happen, but you have to double check everything. Checking if you have power on the plug, if the actuator actually works, actually moves, and all other things, what kind of cuts you get. That's how you're gonna get on that detail. Then we need to replace this component. Yeah. Watching your video. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll try to do our best, you know, to show people what is the best to do with these expensive trucks. You know, everything is expensive on these trucks nowadays.
Everything.
Yeah, I remember back in 2012 when I started working by myself. That's
Yeah.
when I started. A water pump for a D15 engine was $40.
It was $40.
Yeah, it was $40. I think I have bills still. I wanna look for those bills. I wanna show people.
So
That
I
was $40.
wonder- See, when I see things going up, you know, inflation and all that, I feel like why does it go up? And I feel like it's going up because we have less and less of something. You know, when you got less and less of something,
Yeah.
like supply and demand, like when that quantity goes down, it's like think about it. Over time, you see how gas go up. Like I feel like what's the inflation?
Inflation.
Like the real reason for inflation, man. It's crazy.
It's just money, you know. And I think it's like now people is just getting so used to the inflation that now everybody sees just like something normal. Yeah. So I remember them back in 2019, you could buy a brand new car and they still gonna take some MSRP off and some money out of the MSRP so you can buy it. Like for example, if the car was worth $40,000, they wanna reduce like probably $1,000, $2,000 if you really wanna make the deal.
Right.
But now
They don't care.
they laugh at you. They laugh at you if you wanna go, hey, you know, at
Same
discount.
price.
Yeah.
Same price.
Yeah, they charge you even more. I mean, you go to the dealer and try to buy a brand new Ram. In this case, they want to charge you 5,000 over MSRP.
Right.
That's how it is. You know, but people is just getting so used to that, and it's normal now.
Pay the money.
Yeah, it is normal.
Yes.
But that's what it is. I mean, like, I don't know how's your time. Are you okay with the time? So we can just finish this video.
Go ahead, man.
We have 45 minutes. You know.
We got 45.
Yeah, we have 45 minutes here.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, we finished. Then we're done. We're here with Big John. It was
Good.
good to have him here.
Y'all can check me out on IG. Look at me up on IG. J Rush Diesel Services. J Rush JRUSH Diesel Services. Pretty sure you heard them. Big John. Also on Facebook. Y'all get with me. Hey, thank you for letting me come and talk, man. I appreciate you, brother. It's always.
Yeah. Anytime, you know. Anytime, I'm here. All right. Good luck.
All right, man. That's good, man.
All right. So he was Big John. He's a good friend of mine. He does a good job as well. He has Instagram. You can follow him on Instagram. Was saying he was here for this live video. So hopefully we can get other people here with us too, so we can talk about the same thing. Do some interactive live videos so you guys can learn more about situations like this. But I suppose then we talk about good topics. It is important then we as shop owners, we keep ourselves in a good position, sharp, you know, for newer trucks that are coming. 2023 trucks, 2024 trucks are not so easy to work anymore. I will give you this advice. Then if you have a problem with if you have a 2017 and newer, whatever truck you have, usually if you have emission problems, usually can take up to 5 hours just to reset the fault codes, depending on what kind of validation the computer needs. So it is pretty hard nowadays. So it is not so easy to fix an emission problem because they have to follow specific protocols to fix the problem and to release the fault. So as it is pretty hard. And it's raining here. Let me see what else we have here. Thank you, wife, for the great collaboration. Thanks to my wife. Okay. Thanks for the helpful videos. What is the current estimate for health rebuild? Okay. For Andrew, Andrew, right? I'm sorry if I say it wrong. For a health rebuild, depending on what engine, the estimate to do a head rebuild probably is going to be some shops are going to charge $2,000 to rebuild a head, just to rebuild the head, not to remove the head, just to rebuild it. And some shops are going to charge up to $4,000 or more, depending on the components, the quality, everything depends, and the location of the shop. But I would say then the total estimate to do a head job on an average engine, you're talking about between $6,000 to $9,000. Everything depends on the components, and everything depends on that. Okay, sounds like your ball's not sitting. Okay, do a ball adjustment. Do over the head ball adjustment, and that will help. But if you continue on getting the same issue, yes, of course, you have to replace the cylinder head. There is no way to fix that issue. But do a ball adjustment freeze, because sometimes it may need that. But if within a week or a month of work you go back to the same problem, yeah, cylinder head has to be replaced no matter what. Regardless if you have a Cummins or a Detroit, it's the same issue. They both have issues with the same situation where cylinder head seat gets pushed up and then start leaking compression and all that. I don't have a cylinder. Oh yeah, I do have a cylinder head here. Oh, that one here. It's a cylinder head, DD15 engine. This is in a good condition. So the adjustment right here is the one that causes the issue. So the adjuster keeps on pushing the cylinder head valve down, and that's when it leaks. So all you have to do is do the clearance between the cylinder head valve and the adjuster, and that will help. But if you continue on getting the issue, of course, replace the cylinder head. That will be the whole solution. But well, I suppose then I say so many things on this video. I want to try to do more videos about it. And as I say, you can check the description of any video I have, and there you can see the location of my shop. I always take walk-in customers, but it's very important that you guys know that you have time. Most of the time I need 1, 2, 3 days, sometimes up to 2 weeks to repair a truck once you drop it off. But just be patient, and I will fix the truck. But I already know that for sure you guys don't have the time. So if you don't have the time, you can always come back later. If the problem is not that hard to repair, I mean, it's not very important to repair immediately, you can always come back later. Let me see, last comments. Okay, got it, appreciate it. Okay, Andrew, that's the best I can say for your situation. Let's see, Carlos Salgado, what do you think about rebuilding injectors or just buying new ones? Just buy new ones. Go and buy new ones, Carlos Salgado. Don't rebuild injectors, especially here in the United States. If you are in other country, I'll believe it, because you know it's very hard to buy new injectors. But in here, in the United States, just go straight to the dealer and buy them. We have so many warranties with rebuild injectors. I can even tell you how many warranties we had, because we used to do that before, but now not anymore. I prefer to go buy injector. I mean, go directly to the dealer or buy them in a different other shops than sell the new injector. Bosch for DD15s, and if you like for us, Carlos, for us on our shop, if a customer says that he wants rebuild injectors, we let the customer bring the injector to us. So we are not responsible for warranties or nothing. So that's the best way, because we know we always want to get warranties with the used injectors. We prefer straight from the dealer, and that's the best way to prevent these trucks to stay on the shop for longer periods of time. You see, I'm gonna answer a couple of more questions before I finish this video. Okay, is the Volvo D13 better than Detroit DD15 or Cummins IS6? I believe that the Detroit, I mean the Volvo D13 is a good engine. Yes, it's a very good engine. It is better at some point than the D15. Yes, it is better because it doesn't have that many major issues. But the only situation I I would say then they're very expensive to repair. So if you don't like, this is a Mach engine, it's pretty much the same. I mean, like MPA is the same as the D13 engine. They're pretty good engines, but they're expensive. But I don't have nothing bad to say about them. It is just the economic sector which is like more expensive than other engines. But it's up to you. If you really want a Volvo, they're very, very nice to drive, better than Detroit, or better than KWs or Peterbilts. See what else? Hi, Ahmed, I'll be here. If you wanna come to California, I'm here. See what else we have. I'm gonna use one. Thank you. Most injectors are revealed. Yes, yes. You are Gokang. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Most injectors are revealed, as I know, permanent. Yes, yes, it's true. Most injectors are rebuilt. That is completely true. There is couple injectors that are brand new, but you still have to keep course. But the difference of having an injector from factory, having an injector rebuilt from another shop, is then factory at least give you a better peace of mind. That doesn't mean that you have to follow specific things. I mean, for us, like for me, I would prefer rebuild injectors from the factory, from the dealer. But if you cannot afford that, of course, you can go buy it anywhere else. It is up to everybody, depending on your budget. Let's see. Carlos Salgado, do you think that all injectors go bad at once? No, no, no. Not all injectors go bad at once. If you have one injector that is bad, just one injector is bad. But it is better to replace all injectors at the same time. Yes, it is better. If you have all injectors, if you can replace all injectors, I'm sorry, it's better because you can reduce the amount of problems that this can produce in the future because they're all brand new. But you know, you never know. As always, you know, parts are defective from factory too, so it can happen. Use injectors. I really regret it. Yes, use injectors sometimes are not the best. Don't do it unless you need it. You know, if you need to install use injectors on your truck, of course, that's how it is. But if you are able to afford them, just buy them brand new. Cummins engine is the best engine. Yes, it's a good engine, very powerful. Everybody thinks the same way. It's very good engine. You know, as always, you know, they all have problems. Saludos desde Puerto Rico, Abraham Maldonado. Ok, saludos desde aquí de Fontana, California. Let's see you. Thank you. Okay, Ahmed. Ahmad. I don't know if I say. I think your name is not Ahmed. It's Ahmad. That's what it is, right? I believe so. No kisses when you. Okay, Chris. No kisses. Okay, yeah, yeah. This is going different. Okay, thank you. Yes. Use injectors are not the best. Okay, unless you know the truck was running. If you have the evidence and the truck was running before the injectors were removed, of course, that's the best way to go. Anyway, I'm done here. It's about to be an hour with this live video. I really enjoy to talk to you guys. If you have any questions, anything else to add, of course, you can comment. And you can see all my other videos. I will not try to keep on posting more videos, so that way you guys keep the informations, you know, up to date. So not trying to give you everything because I can't give you everything, but I can give you the best of everything, so that way you can solve the problems that you really need to solve, not the ones that you just need to know, you know. But that's about it. So if you have any questions, you know, comment below. you're gonna see more of my content. You can check my channel. There is always more videos. And let me know what you think about this live video I just did. And I was gonna ask this last question. Jose Dominguez, what do you think about Detroit Series 60 14 liter engine? It's a very good engine. Yeah, it is a good engine, especially the one that has EGR only. The one with DPF is not the best, so but the EGR only one, the EPA 04, yeah, EPA 04, that's the best one. That's a very good engine. Has power, fuel economy is great, and repairing that engine isn't that hard. So if that's what you need, yes. All right. So I hope you guys have had a nice Thanksgiving dinner with your family, and if you didn't, I know it's because you were driving. So I hope to see you again on my next live video, which is going to be the last of the year, December. And well, see you later. How to stop this? How to stop it? Oh, right here. Okay, stop.